Okay, good day. So just to give you the guidelines, which is already uploaded on your MS Teams. So this is the guidelines for your final project. For sa final project niyo, you will do a compilation of health teaching plans across the lifespan. So we discuss different developmental stages. So gagawa nyo yun ng health teaching plans. Okay? So if you check po your MS Teams, makikita nyo na po yung health teaching plan template. So you can download it po. So you can, and that is the one that you will utilize po for this project. Okay, so let's go po dun sa guidelines natin. So each student shall create a compilation of health teaching plan that focus on health promotion, disease prevention, and age-appropriate nursing education across different developmental stages of life. Okay, so ano yung required? So each of you, okay, must prepare one health teaching plan for each developmental stage. Okay? Each developmental stage. So, yung na-discuss po natin, infancy to toddlerhood, early childhood, middle and late childhood, adolescent, young adult, middle and older adult. Okay? So, yun po ang gagawa ninyo ng health teaching plan. So, may mga na-discuss tayo. Ano yung mga general characteristics? Okay? Ano yung mga teaching methods na dapat natin or consideration and nursing intervention na pwede nating i-observe. Okay? So, kindly please utilize all the previous discussions and learning that natapos na po natin to create this teaching plan. Okay? So, punta tayo dito sa sample teaching plan. So, again, this is the template. Nandun na po sa MS Teams ninyo. And this is a sample teaching plan po. Health teaching plan. So, first, you need to, okay, put the patient information, okay? So, yung initial ni patient, age, and then yung date. So, let's say, ang duty ninyo ay 2 days, okay? So, let's, kung ilang days kayong ilang days nyo mahahandle yung patient, okay? Next one would be what? The goal. Okay? So, again, yung goal po, okay, your goal should be the overall expected outcome after the health teaching. So, isusulat nyo yung overall, yung broad, okay, for your goal. Then, after that, tandaan, kailangan broad, focus on the overall understanding and participation ng client ninyo, okay? Then, you'll go now to your objectives, okay? So, you write your objectives. So, ano yung sa objective? Gagamitin natin yung learning domains ni Bloom, okay? So, you have your cognitive, your psychomotor, and your affective, okay? So, tatlong klase ng behavioral objective ang gagawin ninyo, okay? And please, again, as I will emphasize po, please observe what we have discussed and what you have learned sa ating discussion ng mga previous topics natin. So, nandiyan po yung format kung paano isulat, ano yung mga elements na dapat nasa objective natin. Okay? So, I hope you could remember that. Okay? So, i-observe nyo po. Especially, okay, I will put po an emphasis on doon po sa inyong mga verbs. Okay? So, I gave you a list po. Okay? So, nandun siya dun sa ating video lecture. So, please, you do not use vague verbs. Okay? So, I'll be keen on that as well. And then, next would be the this would be the content outline po. Okay, so dito sa example ko na to, okay, ang napili ko is a patient na scheduled for appendectomy. So I will give a health teaching for a patient who is diagnosed with what? Appendicitis. Okay, that will undergo appendectomy. So what would be the course outline? So in-explain ko ano ba yung procedure na gagawin sa kanya. Ano yung appendectomy na yan? Okay? And then, what are the other content that I have? So, ano yung pertinent to the disease of that particular patient? Anong organ ba yung apektado? Okay? So, I already put as well yung papel ng appendix sa katawan ng isang tao. Okay? So, I explained that as well. Okay? nag-explain din ako na kapag yung possible, I anticipate the possible what if na question ni patient, na kapag ba natanggal yan, mabubuhay ka pa rin. So yes, naglagay din po ako dyan ng instruction. Okay? So technically, the content outline is what is the ano yung laman ng health teaching na ibibigay mo. Okay, so let's say, for example, hand washing. What is the importance of hand washing? Ano ang possible na ma-prevent mo sa hand washing? And then the steps, okay, of the hand washing. So, technically, the outline is what? Ano yung content or ano yung pinakalaman nung inyong ituturo sa patient ninyo. Okay? So, dahil may objective ka na cognitive, so dapat may knowledge, okay, kang i-impart kay patient. Dahil meron tayong objective for psychomotor, so ano yung mga psychomotor na health teaching na ibibigay mo? So, let's say, for example, ako dito sa cognitive, okay? So, I discuss what is appendectomy, ano yung appendix, ano yung mga, yung mga possible what if na question ni patient, okay? Ano yung kaalaman in terms ng pagkain, okay? May pagbabago ba sa diet, okay? So, bago operasyon, pagkatapos ng operasyon, okay? Ano yung pwedeng kainin, okay? Ano pa yung mga position ni patient, okay? I-expect ni patient na position. So, let's say a patient that will go for operation, okay, you can already give a health teaching. Ano yung mga possible after the operation, okay? Ano yung i-expect ng pasyente? So, dito makikita ninyo, pagkatapos ng operasyon, ng operasyon, dapat flat on bed sila, okay? Okay, ang magiging position nila sa bed. Kasi nga, may effect pa yung anesthesia, okay? Pero unti-unti, okay, magkakaroon sila ng gradual ambulation. So, lalakad sila. Okay? So, I also discussed that. In terms also ng paglilinis ng tahi or sugat, okay? So, ano yung mga psychomotor? So, dito na pupunta, okay, yung psychomotor na objective mo, okay? So, dapat kung ano yung nilagay mo na objective dito sa cognitive at sa iyong psychomotor at sa affective ay makikita ko po sa content outline. In short, na-discuss mo siya, okay? Or naipakita mo siya. So, dapat lahat ng nasa objective hahanapin ko nasaan siya sa content outline mo. Okay? So, you also see that I put an illustration, okay? Para mas visualize po ni patient during the explanation or dito sa planning na to. Okay? So, naglagay ako ng visualization ng appendix kung nasaan siyang lugar. Okay? So, what else did I discuss? Paglilinis ng sugat. Ano yung mga gamot? Okay? Ano yung para makaiwas sa constipation or hindi pagkadumi? Okay? Ano yung mga dapat tandaan? Follow-up check-up. Ano yung mga warning signs na baka may infection? So, naghalagay dyan. Okay? So, ano pa yung mga dapat kaugalian? Okay? So, dito, papasok din, okay, yung pag-support ng tulong ng pamilya. Okay? In terms ng pagkain, paglalakad, gamot, at pag-iingat. So, dito naman, nasasagot nga yung objective mo in terms of your affective. How important is the significant other in your road for recovery? Okay, so that would be your content outline. Now, your teaching learning activities. So, for your cognitive, ano bang gagamitin mo? Magle-lecture ka ba? Okay. Mag-Q&A ka ba? Okay, for your cognitive. Sa psychomotor, ano bang gagawin mo? Okay? So, makikita nyo dito, for number 1 content outline, I will do lecture method. Okay? For number 2, on terms of kaalaman, I will again do a lecture method. So, I'll discuss na rin po in relation to the activity, yung time allotment. Okay? So, let's say sa number 1, I will allocate 7 minutes for a lecture method to discuss appendectomy. Okay, at yung appendix. Okay, and then in terms sa pagkaalaman ng pagkain, okay, yung lecture method pa rin ang gagamitin ko, but this time I will allocate 3 minutes. Okay, now in terms sa dito sa mga dapat gawin, so I will not do a lecture method, but I will probably do a demonstration and return demonstration. Okay, so it will entail around what, 20 minutes. I will allocate 20 minutes for number 3. 3. Okay? For number 4, okay, sa content outline ko, yung mga i-discuss ko na yan. So, pwedeng Q&A session ako. So, it will allow caregiver to clarify concerns and reinforce learning. Okay? So, I will probably give 8 minutes for this. Okay? And then, makikita nyo po, naka-quote din po yung mga reference. Okay? When you use, let's say, internet references, so you can put po yung reference link po ninyo. So you can also, I can also check that as well. Okay? So again, I've discussed your learning activities and the time allotment in minutes. Okay? Now, resources po. Okay, aside sa nilagay natin siya dito, so nilagay ko na rin po siya dito sa reference as per the content. But dito po, makikita nyo na meron pa rin po tayong separate for resources. Okay? Human resource, time and effort of the nursing student and the client. And then materials, handouts, and diagram kung gagamit ka. Okay? So, let me aside from your teaching plan in terms of the resources, punta tayo sa guidelines. So, discuss na po. Andyan na po yan. Time allotment. Okay. For resource po, I will need you to do an attachment. Okay? An attachment of a sample health teaching handout. Paki-take note po, each student is required to create one sample patient handout. Okay? Based on any one of their chosen health teaching plan. Uulitin ko po, isang handout lang po ang gagawin ninyo. So, ilan yung developmental natin? 7. Okay? So, pili kayo dito sa developmental, yung isang topic nyo, gawan nyo ng handout. Okay? So, yung handout, nandun yung content ninyo. Okay? So, technically, ano ba yon? A handout must be simple, visually organized, age-appropriate, patient-centered, and easy to understand. So, ang purpose ng handout niyo is to provide clear and concise health information that may be distributed to patient. The handout should include the title of the topic, brief introduction, important health information, kung gagamit po ng pictures, graphic, and illustration, and yung reference kung saan nyo yun nakuha. Okay? And your handouts, paki-take note po, dapat simple language lang, walang gagamit ng mga medical terminologies na very confusing for a lay person. Avoid overly technical terms, as I've mentioned. Readable yung font. Okay? So, let's say this is an older patient. Okay? Ibang usapan kapag bata naman. Okay? So, appropriate illustration or graphic, promote positive health behavior, and pwedeng ang igagawin yung handout is brochure type, pwedeng parang flyer or infographic style. Okay? So, that would be an attachment to one of your health teaching plan sa isa sa developmental stage. Isa lang po ang uulitin ko na handout na gagawin ninyo. Okay? Sige po. Now, that would be for the resources dito sa materials sa handout. And then, for your evaluation method po, okay, for the evaluation method, which is, na-discuss nyo na rin po ito sa nursing process, okay, sa inyong ADPI, okay, if meron kang objective, meron kang evaluation, okay. So, your evaluation, so if this, ang sabi mo 10 minutes for the cognitive, bakit ka nag 10 minutes? Kasi diniscuss mo yung appendectomy and yung appendix ng 7 minutes, and then dito sa mga kaalaman ng pagkain, 3 minutes. So, I have a total of what? 10 minutes po for my cognitive objective. So, sa evaluation, after 10 minutes of health teaching, the patient verbalized, okay, understanding of the appendectomy procedure, including the cause and so on and so forth. Okay, so I believe we already have a clear understanding on how to write your evaluation. So, past tense ba to? Present tense? O past tense na kung evaluation method na? And then, again, for the psychomotor, ganun din po. Dahil 20 minutes yung inallocate ko, okay, for the psychomotor topic. So, after 20 minutes of health teaching, the patient demonstrated, okay, safe ambulation technique, and so on and so forth. And so, goes with your affective method. Affective na objective. Okay, so that would be your health teaching plan, and then don't forget to write your name, your year, and your section, and then clinical instructor. Okay, sige po, balik po ako dito. So nandito po pati yung reference, evaluation method, and everything. Okay, so nandito yung naka-layout po from A to I. Okay, now what is the required format? So paper format po tayo. Ang output po natin, okay, short bond paper po ang gagamitin. Portrait orientation, margin is 1 inch margin on all sides po. Font size po would be Times New Roman. 12 po yung font po pala is Times New Roman. Font size is 12, spacing is 1. Okay. Sige, I'll be, as long as readable, you can, in terms of the spacing, okay, I can go until 0.5, okay, sa spacing, kung kaya, masyado nang dikit-dikit. Yeah, spacing would be 1. Sige, I'll be keen with the font size. Pwede po tayo 10 to 12. Okay, para mas makatipid kayo. Margin, siguro we could go until 0.5. Okay, for the margin on all side. 0.5 po. Mukhang kasya naman yun. Para mas ma-accommodate. Okay, so that would be my leeway in terms of the format. But for the spacing, yeah, just keep it to 1 po. Okay, sorry, for the, hindi tayo magpo-portrait orientation. This would be landscape. Okay, so, apologies. I will just edit this out. So, landscape po ang orientation natin for your health teaching. Okay? Organization of the compilation. So, i-arrange nyo po yan according, meron kayong cover page. Okay? Meron kayong table of content, may introduction, and then yung health teaching plan across the lifespan. Sa dulo nyo, kunwari po, yung inyong handout, okay, i-staple nyo na lang po kung saang developmental stage siya applicable. So, let's say sa adolescent, so doon nyo po i-attach. Doon nyo siya i-attach. Okay? So, ano yung nakalagay sa cover page? Title of compilation, pangalan nyo po, year and section, course, pangalan ko, and then date submitted po. Okay? Ano yung ilalagay sa introduction? Just briefly discuss yung importance ng health teaching in nursing, patient education, and yung role ninyo, role of nurses sa health promotion and disease prevention dahil nag-health teaching kayo. Again, a brief lang po na discussion. So, additional guidelines, ensure po that health teachings are realistic and patient-centered, maintain neatness and proper organization, avoid plagiarism, cite all reference properly, Filipino or bilingual teaching method may be used when appropriate. So, nakita nyo naman po, Tagalog nyo siya i-explain, Tagalog nyo din siya ilagay. Okay? And visual aids and illustration are encouraged, especially if kailangan may graphics talaga na attachment. Deadline po will confirm, but tentative po would be June 9, okay? Before your final examination. Again, this is tentative po, okay? But yun muna po yung date natin. Again, emphasize ko po before the final examination. So, wala pong magsasabi sa akin na magpapasa after the exam kasi ipapaprint po or ayusin pa. Make sure po pagdating ninyo, ayos na yan for submission na po. Okay po. Saan po ilalagay? Folder na lang po. I will just folder. So, I'll just show po yung kung ano yung tawag doon sa folder na paggagamitin ninyo for our next meeting. Okay po? So, that would be the guidelines po for your final project. Okay? And as I've mentioned po, after the examination, okay po, pipili po ako ng isa doon sa developmental stage ninyo and you will justify, okay, ano yung laman nun, ano yung content, okay, with regards, and I will ask questions with regards dun sa health teaching plan na ginawa ninyo. Or I can even ask you to simulate, okay, or explain that health teaching plan pretending that I am the patient. So please come in prepared po for that. So with that po, thank you, and please, you can start to work on your final project. Thank you.